Hi y'all. How are y'all doing? I am doing fine. I have on a wig because I don't feel like doing my hair today. Alright. I just threw on this wig. Don't you love it? So, title. Magic is a tool and a practice. How are y'all today? So I wanted to discuss. Hold on. Let me fix this so it won't make all this like rattling noise. Let me get this situated first, y'all. Okay. How are y'all today? It's Friday night. Um, Thank you. Thank you. It's a wig. It's a wig. Um, so I was just gonna wait for a few more people. But how are you guys? So it's a week. So today or tonight, let's talk about magic being a tool and a practice, not an exact science, not a miracle worker, you know. Because, let's discuss why some people turn to magic. Because I get so many questions, and a lot of people don't truly understand what magic is. They don't. And I think before you start working with magic and you start having magic done for you, you need to understand how it works and exactly what it is, okay? Now, I'm doing this because I know a lot of people are not clear on what it is and how it's supposed to work. And different cultures don't really research as much as some cultures because, they don't have a lot of resources in their countries. So they can't, unless they're just like looking online at videos and stuff, it's kind of hard for them to kind of understand. And if they didn't grow up around certain things, they don't know. So that's why I'm going to tell you guys, magic is a lifestyle and a practice as well as a tool. It is not a quick fix for something that's been building and building over months and months and months and years. And like you think one magic spell is going to all of a sudden fix your huge problem that you let fester until a point where, you turn to magic as your last resort. That's not how it really works. So a lot of people turn to magic out of desperation. And that's not how you're supposed to do it. It's like, oh my God, okay, I tried Jesus, I tried Buddha, I tried Allah. Now, let me try this last thing because I've done everything else. Let me try magic. But you're not really using magic if you're just waiting for the very end of the rope to kind of use it as a last resort, because that's not how it works. For example, and I hate to give this example, but this is what I see the most or what I hear about the most. And it's a real problem. Like, people will not, pay their bills on time. They will get into debt. They will not pay their rent or mortgage or their car note. 3-4 months later, they don't know what to do. They're getting ready to get evicted. Now they want to turn to witchcraft or a spellcaster to get them out of this predicament. That is a lot to get you out of. But it took like months for you to get there. Okay. Do you think most people that cast spells or most people that practice magic, if they could get you out of something that quick, don't you think that they would be so rich that they wouldn't even have to do magic for people anymore? This is something to think about. If I had the power to snap my finger and get you out of debt of 3 months, getting yourself evicted, keeping your car from being towed, and blah 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 blah, I wouldn't even be on YouTube, y'all. I'd be somewhere living it up on a yacht, because if I could snap my fingers and get stuff done that fast, you wouldn't even know my name. Okay. So that's not how magic works. Let me tell you how it works. Let me adjust this. Okay. Magic is like manifesting, and it is also y'all, it's an Amber Alert. Sorry, I'm on my phone. So yes, hold on one second. I'm gonna actually have a guest caller in a second. So magic is more like something that you practice, manifest, use mentalism. It's preventative. It's preventative. Okay, so magic would be constant. You would constantly be doing prosperity magic or magic to keep, income coming in so that you don't have to rush and do an emergency spell to save your apartment. Okay, magic would be carrying things on you that attract money to you daily so that you never end up in that predicament. Magic is something like, okay, well, maybe you were short this month of, and you need some spending cash. You do a magic, ritual or a money ritual, and all of a sudden, someone gives you a $50 gift card. That's how magic works. It doesn't work as a last resort to get you out of some stuff that no one can get you out of, okay? Unless, they hand you $1,000,000. That's not how magic works. Magic works like a diet, an exercise. You have to keep doing it. You can't just, gain 1,000 pounds and say, okay, I need a magic pill to lose weight, a size 2 tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. So it is a practice and a tool to keep you focused on your goals, focused on what is important, and keeping your frequency on a level that is going to draw in that money or draw in that attraction or draw in whatever you're doing magic for. Magic is a lifestyle. Magic is a frequency. Magic is a practice that you do every day. It is not something you run to as a last resort unless you just want to get your money took. Okay? Now, there is a chance that it could work, or help you out. You might get a little something. You might get a break. Someone might offer you a place to live, but it's not going to solve all of those problems. You know what I'm saying? So, it's better to do something than nothing, I still say. If you do get a spell cast in an emergency situation, something could happen. I'm not saying the whole situation is going to be fixed, but something, at least one of the things could help, help your situation. So make sure you know that and you explain that to people before, you either talk to them about magic or whatever, because sometimes people think magic is just like the TV magic and they laugh at you. They're like, oh, that stuff's not real. But then when they see you getting the stuff that you want and manifesting stuff and good luck happening to you, then they want to know. Then they think, oh yeah, okay, so it must be real. Now I want to do it. Okay, well, my car is about to be repossessed, so can you do a spell to save it? So rather than, just using it for getting yourself out of trouble, use it to keep yourself out of trouble, to keep yourself afloat and abundant, and to, in a good frequency. Okay, so I'm gonna call my friend D Taylor. Y'all know D Taylor. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna call her on my computer. Shoot, that's loud. Let me turn it down. Can y'all hear that, or is it like too low or too high? Okay, I don't think she's answering. Yeah, D was just live on Facebook, but I'm trying to call her now on Facebook and she's not answering, so hold on. Let me write her back. Trying to call. Anyway. Too high? Okay, I'll turn it down later. Ugh. She said call back. Okay, call it again. I'll turn it down. Is that it? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me good?
Let me turn it up. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Can y'all hear it? I'm live, so I'm asking if they can hear you. Can y'all hear it?
Hello?
Okay. Can y'all hear D?
Are they able to hear me?
Okay, they say yes.
Excellent. Do you guys hear me clearly?
They say louder. Hold on. I'm trying to turn it up all the way.
Well, I'm talking through a mic.
Okay, volume is good. Okay, so I was just calling because I was watching some of your videos, your live videos, and I saw, I saw what that millionaire spell thing that you do, working, that millionaire working. A
Yes.
lot of people were asking me about that, and that's your thing. So I was like, okay, let me call D and see what are you offering? Like, what type of working is this?
Well, I'm glad that you asked that question because a lot of people do come to me and I have to break it down. And it's really to be 100% with you. What happened with the candle working, what it's about is, I met a lot of women that work in club situations
Mm-hmm.
and that work with the public. So a lot of the ladies that dance would come to me and ask me if there was anything they could do to get a gentleman to to take care of them, to sponsor them, etc. And I really, really thought about it. And I said, I remember in New Orleans
Mm-hmm.
when I was studying in New Orleans and I was working there, um, for candle workings and what's for this and what's for that. I learned about how to combine a prosperity working with a wish working.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a difference. You can have a wish candle and then a prosperity candle that's just for that. So I basically kind of just winged it. I my intention was to put that into motion where a person can actually manifest prosperity and at the same time have a request connected with that prosperity worker. So with that said, I had to call it a millionaire worker. Why? Because the intention is to what? Draw an individual or an opportunity that can bring you what you need. And this person has to have at least access to $1 million or
Okay.
more. Why? Because you need someone that can fund your event or your career or your life with ease and perhaps maybe even someone romantically that is wealthy or set up. So I take a many candles. I don't just use one candle.
Mm-hmm.
I do use a money candle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I use also a couple of the small, I would say 3-day candles.
Mm-hmm.
And I use the 7-day candles. I use a white 7-day candle. I use two green candles, which is the money candle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I use a pink or red romantic candle
Mm-hmm.
for those that want to draw a romantic partner that will fund their life, that will take care of them. And it works. I have so many testimonials, and in my personal life, it works as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have done it for myself, and as you know, Ashira, I'm living pretty comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So, and not just because I'm lucky, it's because I have manifested this. So, how it works, this is how it works. You come to me and you secure your working. You cannot run and tell everybody. Now, I know we love to talk to our girlfriends about things, so it's okay if you know her spirit and you know this is something she's down with, then it's okay. But you have to be very mindful and careful who you share this information with because this is very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you can attempt to do this, but the reason why a lot of people come to me for me to do the millionaire candle or prosperity candle is because I know what I'm doing, number one. I've done it successfully a many times. And not only that, they don't have to doubt because usually when you do it yourself, you have a lot of doubts. But when you go to someone that know what they're doing, then you have faith and you have a lot more courage and motivation behind it. And you don't have to worry about maybe thinking the wrong thing and it's not working because I'll be charging it with a lot of and all of my energy and my intention. combined with yours, and then, of course, I give you a list of steps that you will have to take. And they're not nothing that's difficult or hard, but you're gonna have to know. Okay, these are the instructions. You got to go out and place yourself where you can meet individuals. I've had a couple of your gold diggers come to me, hon.
Um, I'm getting
Yeah.
comments. I'm getting a bunch of comments. What is your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is The Taylor Intuitive.
The letter D.
DEE.
Okay, DEE
T
Taylor
A Y L O R.
Intuitive.
Intuitive.
Yes. Okay, and I'll link it below
It's a new
later.
channel. Let them know that.
Yeah, it's a new channel. I'll link it below later. I'm probably on one of her videos. Yes, I understand. I've sent a lot of people to you, but
Well,
but they were in need of that type of working. So I sent them to you, and a lot of them are saying, oh, I've had such good results. I've met this person. I met that person. So that's why I wanted to kind of call you and let people know that you are also available for these type of workings. And on Facebook, you're D Taylor, and then Crystal Ball. If you're gonna
you-
search.
if you wouldn't mind, I would like to give you a compliment
Oh,
because
okay.
you know we are polar opposites, pretty much. But you have always been so supportive, and I know you're supportive because I have results, and you know that I'm true to what I do, and vice versa. So
Mhm.
it really means a lot that you promote me, and you share me and our services with your loyal clients, and they have just been a blessing to me as well. So it really means a lot when you trust me to handle or to communicate with your people. It really does mean a lot to me. So I go above and beyond and put my all into it. But I have a confession for you.
Mhm.
When I was at your house about 4 years ago,
Mhm.
when I decided I wanted to live not too far from you, and I stayed in Houston for a minute,
Mhm.
that time
Mhm.
I lit a money blessing candle for you
Mhm.
while I was there.
Oh, really? Thank you. I
Yes, I
appreciate
did,
it.
but I didn't tell you at the time, and I kind of wasn't ever going to tell you, but I've seen it working. So I have seen it working. I just thought I'd let you know that because I blessed your house while I was there.
I bet you did.
Oh, you know I did. I had to. And on that note, real quick, off topic, I cut my finger yesterday because of the whatever you left here. Those energies that you left here have been destroying my home, and they don't like me. I got my finger cut on a crystal glass, and you know my crystal glass. I love my crystal
Well,
glasses. So I need
that's
to
a.
purge.
I just have to tell you,
I
that's
think it's that grave dirt.
no, it's not the grave dirt.
I have been getting my butt kicked ever since you left. So
Well,
you left something in my house.
well, you see that always happens in this room that I film in. Someone always gets cut or stuck
Well,
or.
you need to leave them at home because they followed you, and it's not really cute.
But maybe I don't like what I the spirits that I work with. They're not dangerous. They just like certain. I don't know. I guess they like blood.
Well, I cut my finger, and I just thought I'd let you know.
Okay,
So
I'm
anyway,
sorry. I'm sorry that happened, but all you got to do just do the cleansing.
now I saged my home. I prayed it out of here, and you will be back, but you will not. They will not be able to cross the threshold. I have the Archangel Michael gonna be at my door.
Okay.
No offense.
No, it's
Last
okay.
and the time before that, my lights went out. Every time you come around, stuff happens.
I know, but it's just um I don't know. It's just
I mean, I'm not
that's
bad. I love you, and and when I
that's
go to
just
your
how it
house,
always is.
your husband watch stop working. But anyway,
That's just how it
um,
always is.
I don't want to get off topic. I don't want to stay off topic, but yes, it's a very powerful working. It takes a lot out of me. It really does take a lot out of me. So I try to light these candles when the lunar eclipse is great, and when we have a new moon, a lot of energy. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Please, whatever you do, if you suffer from depression, you do not want this candle because it's going to take longer.
Mm-hmm.
So how you do this, you prepare yourself mentally. Say, okay, I can't doubt this. I can't think negative about this. I have to believe it's going to work. Some people, they'll come to me and they'll get like 3 of them, and they're and the candle working and stuff. You got to hit me up so I can give you the rate and how it works. But sometimes they want 3 of the same working, and I say, I'll do it. It's going to cost you, but I'll do it. And some people, they get immediate results, and it blows me away. Like the lady that did the testimony that's in the UK, she was literally on the verge of homelessness, and she wrote me, and I got so much more that I can post of her testimonial that she's okay with me posting. But she was on the verge of homelessness, and she was getting kicked out of the place she was staying in.
I was just talking, you know, I was actually just talking about something like that before I called you on the live thing. Maybe I was picking up on something, but I was telling people that sometimes magic works like that, and but most of the time you're not going to get that instant result, but sometimes you do. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called a practice and a tool, because you're supposed to be continuously doing magic to prevent and to help, you know, not even end up in those situations.
Well, I don't call it magic. I call it miracle, because I do workings. I do blessing working, candle prayer workings.
Right.
You know, you do spells. I do workings.
Right. So she does workings. So if you're wanting some type of like huge, you know, thing to happen, you will work with someone like Dee, because she's like, she does blessings and work with angels, and you know, she says she calls them workings and candles. There's some people that don't like to use the word magic and things like that, and they kind of stay on the light side of things, and that is Dee Taylor. And she has lots of testimony as well. So just like I work with this, she works with that. So it's like she said, the exact opposite of the spectrum. So, you know, you're going to get results either way, but I know there's a lot of people who aren't very knowledgeable and don't understand my, you know, philosophy, and they still have a little fear. So you would work with someone like Dee to start off until you decide if you might not ever want to work with something like I work with. So if you're looking for someone who can help you and does blessings and candle workings and, you know, works with angels, Dee is a good person to work with. That's like the other type of workers like her. They're a little flaky for my taste. That's why I like Dee, because, you know, she keeps it real. Like you would never stereotype. You know, she's not the stereotypical like light worker. She's like, you know, she has her own style to it. That's
honey,
why
I tell it like a T.I. is, honey.
That's why I like her. Like if she was the regular flaky corny one, I wouldn't even be talking to her.
I am known for hurting feelings on occasion, but I don't mean to. But people always come back.
She will talk to you like, you know,
your mama.
Yes, your mother, your mama.
Well, man, you got a mother, I got a mama. Okay, how you doing?
So, yeah,
but,
she's not, you know, like, and, it's
I come to you as well. I don't think they know that, but I come to you, and you come to me a lot. You know, well, I don't want them to know that you come to me a lot, but you do. You come to me a lot for sometimes confirmation, because I'm intuitive. So she comes to me for my intuitive gift, and I come to her sometimes for a little bit of guidance, but not in a dark way, but a little bit of, you know, I want to do this, but how do you view what I'm doing? And when she tell me, I know not to do it or to do it.
Right.
You know, because well, that sounds a little dark, but then I don't, you know.
Yeah.
So that's how dark and light can actually work together. The light needs the dark, and the dark needs the light.
True. So the title of my live video is, you know, magic is a tool and a practice. We could substitute the word magic for, you know, manifesting, or, you know,
miracle,
faith, or, you know, just frequency. So
energy,
correct. So how would you explain what would you advise people to do who are just learning to manifest and work with frequency and energy? How would you advise them to use it to the best of their abilities, like as a new person?
And productively.
Yes.
And get results.
Yes. How would you advise them to use it?
Well, first of all, if you're born in a bloodline, it will come natural.
Mm-hmm.
All you need to do is accept your gift, because it's indeed a gift. And people attempt what you call magic, or they attempt what I call prayer workings, prayer candle manifestations, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But first of all, no one can successfully manifest correctly and completely and successfully, positively, if they're not in alignment with that idea. You have to first really truly believe that the energy that you are putting out is actually making a difference, is making waves, will return. Okay? Don't even think about it if you're just going to play Harry Potter. What you want to do is you want to say, look, okay, I believe, I know, and I am expecting this to work. And put your entire soul and your heart and your mind into that, and it has to return. It has to obey. Because every thought is a ripple, and every word that you say. However, the power in the intention and the power in the delivery. See, when you say, I want, that's why a lot of preachers, when they preach, they shout, and that's energy.
Mm-hmm.
And and the people are falling out and farting and gagging all over the place. Okay. How you doing?
Well, energy.
Why? Because they feel that energy.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what you want to do. Some people, I'm gonna tell you now, I don't want nobody to do this, but I experienced this with a young lady from Brazil. And this young lady and I was teaching her how to use her intuition, how to really channel it. So she said, well, every time she would cause herself some form of minor pain, it would happen. She took a cigarette and she pressed it against her hand, and everything she had just sent out manifested fast. And I watched it happen within like a day or so.
Mm-hmm.
And that was because she took and channeled that pain.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do that internally. You can be going through a situation and you can turn it right around and make it favorable. That's all you got to do. You take whatever you're going through, depression, oppression, if you're going through abuse, if you're just a negative thinker, take that energy. That's energy. That's what you're gonna use.
Right.
What you have is what you use. So if you have all this energy and it's negative, that's what you got to use. If you have all this energy and it's positive, it's going to work faster, it's going to work smooth, it's going to work better because you're in a happier place.
Right.
Peter Pan could not fly until he let go of his worries and his stress.
Right. So, yeah, I understand about the pain and the energy and manifesting. Pleasure is the same way. A lot of people say, okay, extreme pleasure can help you manifest fast as well, just like pain. So either way, you're going to, like, if you have problems feeling happy and you have problems feeling pleasure and you can't work with that energy, some people do pain. I mean,
this is what you call it. You call it, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hurt so good.
Hurt so good. Well, I was watching, I think everyone's seen that Marie Laveau documentary where she was eating.
I'm related to Marie Laveau.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you told me that. So that's cool. But she would put hot peppers in her mouth, and let that pain burn so that her stuff can happen. Her magic.
So the energy,
her spells can work. Yeah.
Can be potent. That's what you do. You turn pain into pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. And once you master that, and listen, if you don't have your mind together, forget about it, because magic or spiritual work can be very, very, very trying. It could be very testing. It can test you. It could be very, very difficult. It could be very challenging. It could be all require all of your focus and require all of your attention. And you can't be negative because every time you think something negative, you will see it manifest because you're in that realm of manifestation.
Right.
It visits you, it comes to you. You beckon it and it comes.
Yes.
So if you're trying to manifest and you're doubting it, don't wonder why it's not happening or why it's taking so long or why it almost happened, but it don't fully materialize. For instance, you meet somebody, you meet the one, and then all of a sudden he starts to slowly lose interest or run from you because you couldn't keep up.
Mm-hmm.
They don't come preparing, they come ready. So
Right.
be careful what you manifest. You manifest this millionaire or you manifest all this money, but you had no clue what you're going to do with the money. You don't have a plan, in place. Okay, this is for real. This you're talking about. This is finances. This is financial. This is a money blessing, and it's huge. It can be a curse too. You can turn your blessing into a curse because you failed to prepare for it.
Right. Right. And that's another thing that I like to discuss about, how you work with energy or magic or whatever you want to call it. You have to use it daily, prepare daily for the results. And it's a lifestyle. It's not something that you just do once and then say, okay, I got it now. Now what do I do with it? It's something that you need to practice daily, live in the moment, plan for what's coming, plan for your blessings, plan for the outcome, and know exactly what you want and what you need to do with it.
It's
And
a pregnancy.
right, it's a good way to explain it. So you can't just pop up after you're 9 months pregnant and say, okay, I don't know if I'm pregnant or not, but can you help me? Or popping up 9 months pregnant and say, okay, I don't know if I want to have this kid. It's too late.
It's too late.
Push.
And that's how I explain it. I take my time. I'm very silly. I like to have a lot of fun, but I'm serious about what I do. And the reason I'm serious about what I do is because I have finally come to a place where I am considered by many as a master.
A
And
master.
I don't wear that lightly. I mean, that means a lot to me. I have mastered my craft. I have mastered coming to a place where I know if I will it out there, my favor will be put to good use for others. That's why they call it interceding, to intercessional prayer, to intercede and pray for another person. So I am focused and I am concentrating all the time. Like you say, I'm present in what I do and I am always, sharpening my tool. You understand? That's why
Yes.
I contact you on many occasions and say, look, this is what I feel. What you think?
Mm-hmm.
And then I go from there. I've learned a lot from you, but at the same time, I meditate and I drink certain herbal teas. I have my house full of crystals and angels and everything that is positive, in my crib. Your surrounding means a lot. When you live in a comfortable environment, your magic, your spirit, your energy, your manifestations flow so wonderful. You
Yes.
don't have to know feng shui to be able to, you know, make your house fit the mood and the mode that you would like to consistently be in
Right.
that vibration. So I have a lot of, browns and corals and soft, colors in my home and soft fabrics and, just make it comfy.
Mm-hmm.
It's your nest. And that energy is most powerful because your home is sacred. And
Right.
so, and I have no one in my home that is causing me discord or discomfort or any type of confusion.
Right.
So remember that environment plays a key too, Cheryl.
Yes. Yes, definitely. I also want to talk to you about what do you think about people who do magic for the wrong reasons? Like some people are against doing this and some people aren't, but some people just
Well,
want.
you sure you want to ask me this question
Well,
because sometimes I always come at you with you doing this for the right reason.
for example, if somebody deserves justice or punishment, that's good, right? But if somebody is just doing this because they're jealous or being petty, what do you say to those type of people?
Oh, you saying like if a client comes to me and they want to just be vindictive.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I respect every single person that come to me, but I don't do everything people want me to.
Mhm.
So I have a personal choice. I cannot tell them not to pursue that, but I can give them what I know or the possible outcomes, results,
Right.
if they do it within a certain spirit.
Right.
So if you come to me and you have an intention to do harm to somebody, I'm gonna send you to a shearer. But if you come to me and not sure what you want, and you say, well, look, I want revenge, but I don't want it to backfire on me, or I don't want to feel guilty after the revenge has been put out. This is what I tell them. Then what you want to do is you just want to do a reversal. So whatever their intentions are, you just sit back and watch it fall back on them. That's
Mhm.
all.
Mhm.
So if somebody has been wishing death on you, unfortunately, you might witness them get very deathly ill or die.
Mhm.
But it won't
Okay.
be your fault.
Nope. So they want us to talk about the eclipse. So
I
I'm gonna
love
start
talking
off.
about the eclipse. Amen. Let's do that.
I'll start off by giving my little 2 cents.
Well, I'll
And
give you my 50 cents.
yes.
Oh, come on.
um.
I'm an eclipse expert.
Okay. Good. Because I'm just gonna tell you on my end of the thing because we
Okay.
have
Well,
two
let's
different.
see where we go. We've never discussed this, so let's see.
Okay. So an eclipse is a dark time
I don't
because
agree.
well
I'm kidding.
it's well it don't matter but
Go ahead.
when the solar eclipse it represents storing energy, getting your energy up. um, a lot of things are happening at the time. um, and it's almost like it's a dark phase and deals a lot with politics. That's why you're seeing all the crazy stuff in the media. I was just watching a live video and they were also talking about that. So it's a good time to light the black and dark candles and like manifest energy, store energy, and build up for, afterwards. Get your rest. Um, you know, Make sure that you're doing things and preserving things, preparing, storing. It's a good time to get ready for, like, if certain people live in areas where it's hurricane season, it's a good time to get ready and prepare for that, prepare for winter, just preparing for stuff that come in times, you know, um, when they're needed. So that's a good time to store up on lots of tools, herbs, and things like that you charge under the eclipse that you want to use for certain things, energy wise, or um, bringing bringing things out back to the light from the darkness. So that's what I feel like I would be doing because I'm a dark worker.
Well,
So what are
that
you going to
sounds
be
like an
doing?
evacuation plan.
Exactly. So what are you going to be doing? It's not
Well,
really. It's not done
I'm
out of
sorry.
fear. It's more done out of preparation than fear. It's like, okay, I know. It's kind of like shopping at Costco, so you don't have to go to the grocery store for 3 weeks. It's kind of like that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you what I feel. What I know. Um, this is harvest season. This is harvest for the world. This is harvest for the planet. This is harvest for the universe. This is harvest time, judgment day, rewards day, graduation, whatever you want to call it. So for 99 years, this total eclipse had not happened. We're going to have another one September 23rd.
Wow.
Okay? So it's coming back to back. This is the message. And this message is great change has come. Okay? We've been feeling this eclipse for the past 6 months. We've been having all these new moons and all these waxing moons and all these different things that have been happening in the lunars that hasn't been happening so long. Why? Because it's time. It's time for those that have been first to be last and those that have been last to be first. So this is a very powerful time. Yes, you can harness this energy and you can project and channel this energy in ways that will promote you and will progress you and get you to higher levels. But it's going to be up to you to determine how high you go. It's going to cause for you to have to do some detaching, some letting go, some shedding of old skins. Okay?
Right.
We're in the season right now where we're shedding. We're in shedding season. And you're correct, Ashura. I do believe that this is a time to store and to preserve, but not just physically, materially, but also spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Start preserving your youth by less stress and more sleep and more vitamins and more, things that are healthy for your body. Your body is your temple, so start to treat it that way. Because if something's going to break down after these eclipses, if you believe negative, negative is going to happen. If you believe in positive, positive is going to happen. It's going to happen without delay.
Right.
That's the difference.
Right. And I don't believe anything negative is going to happen. I believe that I'm going to have a lot of stuff stored up so I don't have to go out and use up my energy hustling and bustling. I got it already. Because
name it and claim it.
Right. This is a busy time of year. You want to store up, store energy, focus on maintaining things so that when you need to go and do something, you don't have 1,000 things to do because you weren't prepared.
Now I do have a nightmarish view on this as well.
Okay, is this one of the conspiracy things?
It's
sorta.
It's a hypothesis.
Okay, is it a conspiracy hypothesis?
It's a possibility.
Okay, so.
But I'll just say it like this: the dragon waits for Jupiter, which is basically the Christ child that's going to come out of the Virgin, which is Virgo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she's got 10 crowns. Mm-hmm. Okay, well she's got these she's got a crown and she's giving birth. What that actually means is, since the birth of Christ will come full circle. There's getting ready to be a new sign. We're going into the age of Aquarius, but we're going into Leo. Mm-hmm. Leo he says, I will return as a roaring lion. Mm-hmm. That means it's time for us to get it right. It's time for us to get what we want, to manifest what we want, because perilous times are ahead of us. We may not see them in our lifetime, but perilous times are here. Mm-hmm. Okay? So, yes. Get your house in order. Mm-hmm. Get your soul in order. Get your mind in order. Don't chase somebody that's running from you. Chase your money. Chase your health. Pursue all that benefits you. Focus on your business, on finally making that happen, those kind of things.
That's what I tell people all the time, but they still want to chase someone who's running in the opposite direction. I'm like, chase money, chase a business, chase your kids. But they want somebody that has told them, I don't want you, but they still chase it. And I'm like,
you pulled me out of a heartbreak about 10 years ago when I was crying to you about an individual whose name I won't mention. Mm-hmm. But you pulled me out of that depression, out of that vicious cycle of thinking that another person's love could bring me happiness. And you said to me, I said, well, I know he loved me. You asked me, how do I know he loved me? I say, I'm getting signs all over the place. Like I can hear it on the radio. I hear it. You said, well, it's got to come from him. And me, and all my infinite wisdom and knowledge, and I know I was so weak for this individual that I was losing myself, my presence. I was losing my knowledge, my wisdom, and I was losing my stance.
Right.
So you pulled me out of there and you brought me back when you said, it's got to come from him. It can't come from the radio. It can't come from your mind. It can't come from your fantasy. It's got to come from him.
Can't come from a reader.
I got my act together. I never told you that, but yes. And that's why I'm happy in love now, because I listen to you. So that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to live in delusion, because this eclipse can also promote delusion. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you suffer from delusions of grandeur, then what's going to happen is don't live in fantasy world. You want to live in reality. Here's reality. You have to take care of yourself. You're going to need money. You're going to need to survive. Okay, that's number one. If you should get sick, if something was to happen to you, your house burned down and you lost everything, all these people you're chasing, you won't see none of them come back to help you, to assist you. Nobody ever breaks up with you and come back to assist you on getting over them, getting over the pain. So focus on your success, focus on yourself, and everything else truly will come to you that is already destined to come to you. Otherwise, you are spinning your wheels, you're wasting your time, and that small minute hand on the clock, do not stop and take a break.
Mm-mm. Right.
Am I talking too much?
No, I think what you're saying is very good because a lot of people will spend years chasing after the same person, and one day they look up and they're almost a certain age, and they let life pass them by, and now they don't
They live
know.
in a regret.
Yeah, now they don't know where to start.
And but you know what, I'm gonna tell you something. It's never too late.
Hmm.
And a lot of times they could have had that person if they loved themselves and they demonstrated that they have their act together. Because don't nobody want no weak partner. We listen. People are not. I can't say that because it's too wide. But I'm gonna say this: many people, the majority of people, even those that claim they're looking for love, truly, the person, if they're looking for love, who they're looking for is looking for partnership.
Right.
I
Exactly.
guarantee it.
I know. That's why, I mean, on my other channel, I discuss that more, but, a lot of people will tell you what you want to hear to get what they want. They won't mean it, but you will think they mean it, which is why you're going to give more of yourself,
I
and they're
call that
not,
the jailhouse syndrome.
yeah,
You know what that is? You meet a guy, he's a troublemaker, he's a criminal. He cannot live with you because he lived and spent most of his time in jail. Now, for women that are in love with these men have all the time in the world to write and come up with poetry, eloquent words, and so forth, because they know how to massage your heart because you're already weak for them. And they put it down so good before they left that you look forward to another dish. Okay? Meanwhile, you're neglecting your own happiness, your own progress, your own, you know, focus and balance and spirituality for a man who, when he get out, after you've shown him all his love, support with your money and time, and you believed his fantasy, he's not going to have time to even fulfill those promises because he's going to be trying to catch up
mm-hmm,
for the time that he was in jail. So this is what I'm talking about. These are the kind of illusions that we have to come out. This eclipse, if this don't do it, I don't know, because it's an eclipse. This eclipse is bringing brighter days, a change. It's bringing prosperity in the ways that you want to, or it's bringing doom.
right,
Look, it's night and day. It's light and darkness. You make
right,
a choice. You're going to
right,
think positive. You're going to be in the light, or you're going to always. And dark doesn't mean wrong and evil and negative, by the way.
mm-hmm, I know,
What I mean by that is you got to decide, are you going to think positive on the light side of things, or you're always just going to keep downing, or you're always going to keep, So, hey, make your mind up. Time is fleeting. Go out there and live your best life and learn to detach and retire from being the superhero of someone else's universe, someone else's life.
right,
Look for the exit on the way in.
right. Learn
Save
how,
yourself time.
look,
Okay, I want everybody to remember that I said that. I want us to see this eclipse as a time saver message.
yes,
Save yourself time.
yes, and learn how to say no, and learn how to leave, and learn how to close the door on certain things. It's like you said,
Exactly.
yes. A lot of people have issues because society says to women and you have to be nice, you have to consider people's feelings, you can't do that, that's not politically correct. This is the time to say, you know what, I'm going to be selfish and do what I want to do. F this, F that, whatever, y'all, I'm being selfish, I'm doing something for me, so I don't care what society says. This is what I'm doing. That's also this time right now to say, you know what, I don't need to be nice to people just because I'm a woman, or I don't need to, do this just because of that. I'm going to take my power back and do exactly what I want to do instead of what everybody else want me to do. That's what time it is.
And that's attractive. That's
Mhm.
so attractive.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you, I had a guy tell me one time, and I hate to admit this to everybody, but it's the truth. I just keep it real because this is gonna help somebody. But I wasn't that young either, and I had a guy tell me, why don't you let me come to you sometimes, and why don't you, really really concentrate and focus on what you want. So if we do come together, we got something to show for it and everything. I'm trying to like be the best I can be. So why don't you do that? So if we do come together, we got something, And I thought about that, and I mean, he and I are still, in communication off and on. This person lives in another country now, and we were almost married. He lives in Italy, but when he said that, and that was the best thing he ever gave me because he was basically saying, look, yes, I'm attracted to you and I want you, but I'm not where I want to be. You're not where you want to be. And we're not going to be happy until we're where we personally need to be.
That reminds me of the story, The Alchemist. And, this guy met this girl by the fountain on a journey. And he liked her. He wanted to marry her. But he was on this journey, to find himself. And she said, I know you like me, I know you want me, but go finish what you got to do and then come back and get me when you done, because you'll never be happy unless you finish what you need to do. I'll still be here. So basically that's what she said. That's not how she said it, but you know how I like to sum stuff up quick.
Okay, but is that bad? Because I think that's honorable, but at the
No,
same time, a promise is a comfort to a fool.
it's not a bad thing. She just knew that if she would have married him as he was, he was not going to be beneficial to her, and he was always going to, be wondering in the back of his mind, if he had continued on his journey, would he have done, would he have found what he was looking for,
I got it. I
yes.
got it. Okay, so, but see, it depends on the situation. It depends on how this woman knows him and how she feels him. Because if they have a bond, then she can do that because he's never really left her.
Well,
She can
they
hear his thoughts. She can feel his emotions. She know him, you know, through his soul. Okay, you understand?
hmm well
They have
they
a soul tie,
right,
so she can do that. But if you don't have a soul tie with somebody, and then you got to be careful that you're having a soul tie with the right person too, because you can have a soul tie with the person that's not right for you, but you spend so much time with this individual and they've become so emotionally attached and you to them that that's now a soul tie. Then you have sex with them and it's even stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and even stronger. So be careful with that. But if you know bones to bones that this is the soulmate, the twin flame, the other half of you, then it don't matter where they go, what they do, because you just naturally are in tune with them and you can feel their emotions and you can know what they're going through.
right, or you could just be so confident that they coming back that
That they do.
because they are, because they can't do no better. Okay, so
Well, now I wouldn't say that because they couldn't find you in anyone else.
exactly, a combination of the two. How about that?
It's the same thing. I just said in a better, more
Yeah.
acceptable way, hon.
Yes.
Yes, me
So
and all of my wisdom.
so if anybody is trying to do any type of manifesting, manifest a better a better life for yourself, letting go of things that no longer serve you, becoming the best you can be. Stop chasing behind people. Stop trying to impress people that don't even like you. Build yourself up to the next level so that they now they're in your inbox talking about, hey, how come you don't call me no more? Because now you're above them.
You
You know what I'm saying?
graduated.
Yes. Now you're like, oh, I don't even know why I was liked you. Ugh. Get on
Well,
that
like
level.
Medea said, but like Medea says, and I love that clip when Medea says about, people are in your life for a reason, and some are for a season, in a lifetime, and some are just for that just for that time for you to learn and keep it moving. So it's that principle, okay?
Yes.
Listen, if this is, I'm gonna sum it up real quick, okay? Like you do, I'm gonna sum it up on that. Here we go. If you don't feel it and they're not demonstrating it, it's not real.
Mhm.
Not now. If it's not now, that means it's in the future.
Mhm.
If it's not in the present, it's in the future. Sometimes what you're hoping for to manifest and come in the future should have stayed in the past.
Right.
That's it. Know the difference. Look for the exit on the way in. And another thing, a lot of times we pray for things. Now, prayer would be more powerful, and your intentions will be amplified and magnified so much more now, and not just now, but from now on. So the effects of the eclipse are going to be eternal. Now, when you are in a situation where you think it's love, but you're not sure it's love, then you need to be looking for that exit. People will show you their true colors. You cannot keep making excuses and brushing it off and thinking you can change them. You cannot change anybody. You cannot change them with a candle. You cannot change them with magic. You cannot do none of that. What you can do is you can throw pebbles that cause ripples and can eventually lead to waves, but they have free will. If that person's will is not to love you and be with you, it will not happen.
Right.
But if they are their own block, like they really do feel for you, and it can be the person that you see in them that they can be for you, then yes, then you can come to her or you can come to me, and we can intend for things to be moved out of your way and out of their way, so that this energy can now give them that boost or that confidence, or give them that extra push that they needed, or the opportunity to reveal that to you, so that you guys can continue to work towards your goal. That's possible as well. Okay, so intention is everything, and free will is everything.
Right, it is. And so I was just showing them your Facebook page because they want to know how they can get in touch with you. So I'm just like putting the camera on your Facebook page so they can go find it. But
okay,
the thing is, you know, a lot of people are new and they don't know a lot of young people are entering into relationships and the workforce and career, and they have this fairy tale expectation, and a lot of times when those expectations are not met, you know, they feel hurt, they feel betrayed, they feel like, you know, the worst feelings in the world, their first heartbreak, their first disappointment. And you know, what would you say to those people after they experience that huge letdown, that life is not that happy fairy tale?
Now you know, now you grow.
Yes.
And look for the exit on the way in. Mm-hmm. And never give your complete heart to anyone. Never lean or bow to anyone. Never make someone your king or your queen. You come first, they are second. People assist you in love. People do not come and give you love. They assist you in love. You join in love. Love is not something carried by one person. It's carried by yourself. And then you share love. Mm-hmm. People always, I want to fall in love. Well, I don't want to fall. Fall is negative. I stand in love. Mm-hmm. Be strong. Have a backbone. It's not the bitch he marries. It's the strength he desires. Mm-hmm. Okay? Bitches come off strong. Okay? They don't want the bitch, but they are attracted to their strength.
Right.
Men play sports. They like strength. They don't want a weak-ass woman. I love you. I'm going to throw in front of the car so you can't leave me. Okay? He'll never come back to you. Tick, tick, boom.
Tick, tick, boom.
He gone.
Right.
So, listen, you want a good man. You want a man that will give you everything he got. He could be the same man that was no good years ago, and you can not really transform it, but you can will it to be by your actions. Learn how to use your telepathy. Use your mind. Men, a lot of men, I can't say every man, but a lot of men are not there yet. You are a woman. You are intuitive. Use that ESP you got. Right. Know him. Learn your man so you can teach him and manipulate his moves for his highest good and you're the best for your relationship by saying, if I say this, he'll think this. If I do this, he'll do that. And checkmate is exactly what I desire, and that's best for our relationship. Because usually the female really does want the best for the relationship. It's the guys that usually, and can be vice versa, but usually this is always the typical situation that's brought to me. The guy is disinterested or runs or lose interest. Why? Because she didn't use her mind when she should have kept her mouth shut. Think it, don't say it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And learn your man, know his moves, okay? And don't try to please him, but at the same time be fair. If he really has something on his heart, don't shut him down, and don't tell him that he's crazy, and don't tell him that he's too emotional, he got a problem, that's his issue. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You want him, you show him. Love is the gift you give yourself.
Yes.
You train them, sit, roll over, play dead, fetch.
Well, you know, if you love yourself and you expect certain things, then that's the type of people you're going to attract, who are going to cater to those needs that you need met. And also, if someone sees that you love yourself, they're going to treat you like you treat yourself. Okay? If they see that you don't love yourself, they're going to treat you like you treat yourself. They're not going to love you either. They're just going to say, well, what can I get out of this person? Because obviously she doesn't love herself. She just met me, and she likes me more than herself, and she just met me. So obviously I can get what I want, you know.
In a nutshell, never become too common to anyone.
Right. Never become a regular, never become common. Let them keep chasing.
The sun and the moon have been chasing each other in a love affair since the beginning. Yes. And they only come together every so often for an eclipse.
Right. And everybody, you know, gets excited about that.
Yes.
So that is a good analogy. That was a good tie-in. That was cool. They finally caught each other, and only for a brief moment, to create and then move back.
Because
back with the chase. They got married. Look,
the movie Fallen. You got to check that movie out. There are people sent into your life to better your life, and there are people that are sent into your life to distract you, to detract you, to oppress you, to dissolve you, to kill your dreams, to take you off course. And there are people that come into your life that we call angels, or good people, good-hearted people, a blessing, a friend, that come into your life to heal you, to motivate you, to inspire you, to help you get to the next level. Okay, so know your demons from your angels.
Right. And, you know, I'm focused on what I need to get done. And after I do that, then I look around and see, you know, who is around me. But I have to focus on what I got to do first, because you can't help no one else unless you're helping yourself first, you know.
That's correct. That's right. So, listen, Steve Harvey has a book. Okay, it's Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, and I really agree with that. Just basically what that means is learn him, learn his way, and then once you know your man, checkmate, game over. Okay,
checkmate. So let's wrap it up, because I can't stay on much longer. I got spills and workings to do,
and I have work to do literally right now.
Okay, so how can they get in touch with you for this millionaire candle working? I see a lot of people asking me in the comments. I have your Facebook page.
You can either email me at the number 1 dtvoice@gmail.com, which is not the best way to reach me. It's 1dtvoice@gmail.com, or you can Facebook me a message. You don't even have to be a friend. Just send me a message on Facebook. And my Facebook is DEETAYLOR Crystal Ball.
Right.
Or on YouTube, of course, you can send me a YouTube message or comment, and reach me that way on DEETAYLOR Intuitive. D Taylor Intuitive on YouTube.
Right.
Well, I'm Shira and I are connected on all social media.
And I think I have one of, you know, if you go to the Facebook page, You can follow her, and there's some of her YouTube videos on there, and you can just click on it and subscribe. Like, this is one of them right here. I'm just showing them on the camera. So, yeah.
And read my many testimonials.
Okay, so thank you for having a conversation, coming on. A lot of people were commenting and saying that they agree with what you're saying, and you have good wisdom and things like that. So I just wanted to let you know, since you couldn't see the comments.
Awesome. That will be posted, correct?
I don't know if the live comments will be posted, but I will post the video on my YouTube channel.
Okay. I appreciate you for reaching out. This is really, really very nice and interesting. And I really appreciate it. And I look forward to meeting all of you who are going to be coming to me soon, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Have a great night.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Reach out.
Okay, y'all go follow and request and message Detailer. Bye.
All right, Cheryl. Have a good night. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Let's look at that. Okay, so that conversation went off topic from the title of the video, but that's what happens when you go live. So y'all go connect with her if y'all want a reading or workings. I'm booked for the night, and I have to go soon because I do have a lot of spell work that I have to get to. And I've been talking all day. So yeah, sometimes when people, have a conversation, it does tend to go off topic. So sorry about that, guys. But like I said, magic is a tool, magic is a lifestyle and a practice. So every day do something magical, light a candle, meditate, read an excerpt from a book, do your oracle cards, something. As long as you're staying in that frequency of magic, your magic is going to stay popping. Some people will say only do spells every once in a while, but they never work because you're not practicing. If you drew one stick figure and then tried to enter an art contest, or draw a mural on someone's wall, it's gonna suck because you don't have practice. So I do spell work every single day. I think I might have one day a week off where I don't do spell work. But every day I'm doing spells. Every day except for maybe Monday. But sometimes I do spells on Monday, but it's very rare. So I'm in frequency of magic. I'm always doing magic. So if you want to get better at magic and you want your spells to work better, do magic stuff every day. Do a spell every day. Do a working every day. Light a candle every day. Manifest something every day, even if it's something small. Like, I want to manifest free dinner tonight. Keep doing it. And the more you do it, the more results you're going to see. The better you're going to become at it. And it's going to be your tool. And you're going to be very, very, very good at staying in that frequency so that your practice becomes almost on a master level, and so you're going to get better results, faster results. And like Dee said, sometimes you can get people out of those bad situations quickly because you're so charged up with all this magic, and you're so charged up with this frequency that it could possibly help them find a solution as well. So make sure you're in that frequency daily. This is not something you just do on the weekend or when you need a love spell or when your boyfriend makes you mad or leaves you. This is not something that you just do for that. You have to do it daily if you want it to work. Even if it's just an affirmation or a manifestation, manifest something and wait for it to happen and vibrate and expect it. And I'm glad that I talked to Dee because Dee had a lot of information on the eclipse, and you guys kept asking about that from a different perspective. She's very much more into astrology than I am, so y'all got that part of it. I cheated. I got someone else. um. So, oh, I don't know if you guys saw the video with this on it when we did the spirit board, but these are for sale on my shop, Dark Realm Online Occult Shop, and they're called telekinetic enhancers, but I use them to communicate with spirits because I have so many in my house. So Dee was talking about earlier, if y'all didn't catch it, that when I went to visit her, because I know y'all were like, what happened? When I went to visit her, we collected grave dirt. I had a Ouija board. I had my spirits with me. We communicated with one of her friends' deceased father, and he came through. And the person, I had never met them in my life. They were a friend of Dee's, and they were just like, oh my God, everything that saying is true, is true. And so when we left, a lot of weird things started happening, at her house. So she blames that on me and bringing spirits in there, But I bought her some sage, you know what I'm saying? I gave her some sage, and she got that Archangel Michael. So it's not like I left them on purpose. It's just she wanted to do, we wanted to do certain things. We did them. Oops, you gotta cleanse. Okay, and the thing about her cutting herself, the blood, I don't know, I think my spirits like blood. Like, they might be vampire spirits or something, because every time my kids come in here, one of them get cut. One of them bleeds. I might get a hangnail and I'll bleed. I think they like blood. So, I don't know, but she's kept cutting herself like 2 times since I've left, and that's only been like 2 weeks. And I'm like, you need to cleanse. Use that sage I gave you. I bought her a brand new sage, just for that. Someone said something about rum. I'm trying to read it. You are not giving enough rum. Yeah. I think my spirits like blood. Like, seriously. Because I'm telling you, every time somebody gets cut, I don't know, like, what do you guys think I should do? You think I should have a blood offering on my altar? What kind of blood do you like? Should I do like animal blood? Like, not killing an animal, but like, from meat in the freezer. I don't know. My own blood. They taking the blood anyway. Like, I don't have to give it. They just take it. Okay, so prick finger maybe. Like, I don't want to prick my finger all the time. Like, dried blood, will that work? Because, okay, I'm going to show y'all. Y'all see that skull pillow back there? Now, this is freaky. Listen, y'all know I work with Santísima Muerte, right? You see that skull pillow back there? Sasha, I don't know, she was sitting in a chair. Sasha, come here.
Someone say my name?
Yeah, come tell them about this blood on that skull pillow. Go bring it to me.
It's dried up.
Tell them what happened so they don't think I'm making it up. Come here.
I don't know exactly what happened, but I got cut. I got cut when I was on my iPad. And I had blood on the skull.
Show them your blood. Look where the blood went on the skull pillow. And how many times have you been cut in this room?
I don't know, but my skin is peeling.
No. See, look, there it is again. Look. You gotta go get a band-aid. They always get cut in here for some reason. And the blood went straight on the skeleton or skull pillow.
Eye.
Put that back.
It's on the eye.
Yeah. Poor baby.
In the spirit video that's at offerings, there's like offerings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Offering, like our blood is offering.
I don't want my blood to be They took it. You didn't offer it. They just took it. It's like, ooh, blood.
Like vampires.
Well. So, yeah, y'all know I work with her. And, you know, if I get cut, I don't really get cut. They get cut. Like, and people around me get cut. I don't get cut. I'm like, if I ever do, it's basically a hangnail, and I think it only happened one time. But I might need to start doing some type of blood offering. Maybe see how that works. You know, that's what they want. They keep taking it, like, and I had no idea, like, until it started adding up. Okay, so do any of y'all do blood offerings? Hold on. My husband is texting me. And he's downstairs. Hey, James. You just text me? Go ask him what he wants.
Daddy, did you just text Mom? He said yes.
Ask him what he wants.
Mom said, what do you want?
Just to say hi?
He just wants to say hi.
You can't leave me alone. Okay, tell him I said hi. I'm on.
Mom said hi.
Okay, yeah. I need to research this. Thank you, Sasha. I need to research this blood offering thing because I might have to do it because, you know, they keep taking it anyway. And I don't want people around me, you know, getting cut and stuff like that. Just prick your finger once in a while. Not all the time. I don't like pricking my finger. Like, it hurts. Hmm. Thank you, thank you. I don't like pricking my finger. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Use dragon's blood. Oh, that's a good idea. I only offer blood to men who are... These people in the comments. Lancet is painless. Maybe an animal offering? I don't know. Yeah. I'll figure it out. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. I'll probably do a finger prick on my thumb because it hurts less on my thumb. Because you know I have to type with the rest of these fingers, so I'm not gonna use that as much. So I'm just using my thumb. So a lot of y'all have been asking me about like Santa Muerte, Santísima Muerte. Since I've been working with her, all good results. Very faithful. Every day I go to her altar, and it's like a everyday ritual. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. I don't neglect. If I go out of town or something, I have like I said, the app on my phone that has like the altar on the phone. Oh, I gotta tell y'all about another app. I mean, another I think it's a website. You can create your own sigil. Okay, it's a website. I can't forget. Let me look it up. But you type in what you want, like the spell or like a phrase, and it will design the sigil for you. And you can like take a snapshot of it or download it and use it in your spell work. And you don't have to like sit there and draw for hours and figure stuff out unless you want to. But there's a let me see, just like Google create your own sigil. I made one. And it's gonna be like, okay, y'all know I can't see, so where's my glasses? Sasha? Sasha's my little assistant. Where did I put my glasses? I don't even know. Sasha, did my glasses fall down? Okay, here it is. It's called Sigil Scribe. Sigil Scribe. I'm gonna face the camera the other way so you can see. Okay, Sigil Scribe. Now watch this. Okay, check this out, y'all. It's a demo. Okay, I'm gonna type in my name and see what my sigil looks like. What is your will? Actually, there was another one. Okay, hold on. But I think this is the same one. It just looks different on my phone. Okay, I'm gonna type in my name, Ashira Star Goddess. Oh shoot! And I'll see what kind of sigil it's gonna make for me. And then I go down here and click go. Bam! That's my sigil. If y'all want to conjure me. See? It does all the work for you. And then like, let's do Michael. Okay. Let's do, ooh, let's get dark. Let's do blood. There you go. See? Let's do money. Money. Let's do make me rich. Hold on. Gotta spell it right. There you go. Oh, see? I think there's another one too. Let me go back. You can make your own family coat of arms, personal sigils. Let's see if this one has a sigil maker. Oh, it just tells you how to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, now we like the new way. We're lazy over here. Here we go. So it's called Sigil Scribe. So if you like want to start a secret society or a group and you want a symbol for it, you type the name of your group in or society or whatever, and you get your sigil for it. Or if you want to do a spell working for, you know, attraction and beauty. Let's see. Go. There you go. So I'm going to switch it back to me. So I wanted to share that with y'all because sigil working is very complicated. It's not super complicated, but now they have technology. Okay. If you need a logo for your new cult, exactly. Or for your YouTube channel, you know, you want that to be your symbol, like type in the name of your YouTube channel. I got it now. And they're like, oh, what does that mean? Oh, it's my sigil. And you can print these out. You could download them. You can take a picture of them. You can draw them on a piece of paper and just carry them with you. A lot of people in business, they have these hidden on their websites, just in the background, like as a part of the web design as well, to bring in the money, and clients and stuff. Okay. Well, I got to go because I do have some spell work to do. I might use the sigil because I have been drawing sigils and veves of the what I work with, spirits I work with, and things like that on the candles. Now I have a new tool that can just pop up a sigil that I can draw on your candle, and you know incorporate even more vibration into it. Okay. So I guess I gotta go do that right now because people are waiting on me to email them with pictures and stuff. So I got to go. But thank y'all for hanging out with me Friday night. And hopefully I'll be back on next week alive again. How do you activate it? Oh, what is this down here? I didn't scroll all the way down. Look, you can tweet your... Oh, hold on. Let me go back. You can tweet your sign. You could tweet it and share it on Facebook too, y'all. That's genius. If you want to charge your sign, not your sign. If you want to activate your sigil, you can draw it on parchment paper or whatever paper you have, and charge it with the energy. It's already basically, the sigil is already basically what it is. It's the energy of it. It's the breakdown of it. It's the symbol. It's the sigil. So it means that. So you can put your intention into it and put it on a candle. Burn the candle. Put the paper, the picture of the sigil under it. There you go. Activate it. So these are really good as well to print on little small cards or draw on little small cards to put in the mojo bag, keep them in your car for protection, and all those kind of things. You can draw them on stones with those paint markers. You can carve them in candles. A lot of stuff you can do with sigils, and now you have a new tool. And again, it's called Sigil Scribe. Sigil Scribe. It's really cool, and I'm going to be using it. There's no excuse now not to work with sigils. Okay? So I'll see y'all on the next one.